what's under the lid. Sometimes just another lid. Let's get into Lydian. All right, this is a major mode. In the sequence of the diatonic scale, you've got Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, of which we have videos for all those, followed by Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and then back. So these are the 7 modes of the diatonic scale, and we are now at number 4, which is Lydian. So if I was building this off of, let's say, off of A, so you'd have A major, Ionian, B minor, Dorian, C sharp, minor, Phrygian, and then you'd have D, Lydian, okay? Eventually, E Mixolydian. Here's D. What makes it special, different from other major scales. The other major scales we've seen, like, started off whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, right? And so we're used to seeing the 4th note be a perfect 4th, right? And appear right underneath my root. And we've taken that for granted, that we've seen that in songs, and we've seen it in scales up to this point. Without fail, that's been there. We've tooled around with the 6th scale degree in Dorian, we tooled around with the 2nd scale degree in Phrygian, and now, then in the case of in the key of A, it would be the 4th position. Just like all the others that we've done so far, we did root, 2nd or supertonic, 3rd, which is mediant, and now 4th, which is your subdominant position, all right? And so if you were to walk through, like we've done a couple of times, we talked about what it would look like if you were to go through the do, re, mi of it all, okay? So this is do, re, mi, fa. So we're starting on fa, 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 better. Okay, so here goes. This is gonna be fa, so, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa. Here. You can start to hear some of the tunes that are built out of this. What's to me unique about Lydian and Mixolydian, how you pick those out right out off the bat, anytime you ever have 2 major chords, hey, you have 2 major chords back to back that are a whole step apart. That very much smacks of either Lydian, if we're allegiant to the first one, or Mixolydian, if you're allegiant to the second of the two. We're going to focus on Lydian, and we're going to do it in the key of D. So we're going to build up, starting here on the 10th fret. Lydian mode, it's going to be shifted up at the 4th. So instead of it being right underneath the root, it's up a half step. That's going to be that color note, is getting that. And that creates a tritone. So when you have this root and you have a note that is played in between the 4th and 5th intervals there, that sharp 4, creates an interesting little dissonance in kind of a cool way. It's a lift, so it's even more brighter, it is a good word. It's more brighter than a Ionian mode, okay? And so you'll hear that kind of like ethereal sound. A lot of times they'll use that. It has a perpetual sound. It doesn't really resolve the same way. It doesn't have that. I guess it kind of like slightly inoculates that dominant position there where normally that fifth scale degree has such juice and power, and it's such a compelling note in there. But now it's sort of like that. All right, so it is kind of interesting. And then also having that 1 and the 2 note in this arrangement, having that, in this case, I guess, D and that E. It's unusual, to say the least. All right, so Lydian's cool. Lydian's going to give you an interesting feel. Some of the songs that we have here. That's got a cool little sound to it. So in both cases, we're doing major chords back to back there. How about this one? So that's a cool one also. And that kind of unsettled, perpetual feeling, it makes it so that you can get away with playing, not get away with, because it's not like anybody's pulling a fast one here, but you can have a very satisfying song that exists in simple moves, just 2 chords in both of those songs. Man on the Moon, a little more elaborate, definitely, you know, Free Will kind of takes it to the hilt and takes you through all types of different beautiful motions, while maintaining that Lydian feeling also. And so really, in short, we'll put a side by side, maybe up on the screen, of the major Ionian versus Lydian, and look for, as you see it, look for that lifted 4th scale degree, which creates a tritone, which again is kind of an interesting, you know, sometimes the tritone is dissonant in an interesting way, and that raised 4th, creating that tritone, creates interesting effect, tension. So while it is major, by definition, it has the major 3rd interval. It has the major 6. It has the major 7. Try it out. Play it a lot. Enjoy. See you at the next one.